but to make matters worse, it actually increases calcium loss from the bones. What an irony this is. Hi, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to talk about taking supplements on a vegan diet. Or a vegan lifestyle, because it's more than just a diet, but that's a discussion for another day. I have 2 vitamins that I take every day, and it is this vitamin D3. When you are on the lookout for a vitamin D3, be aware that a lot of them are not vegan because the vitamin is extracted from an animal source. And I take this multi everything in one B12, so it's an everything in one plus extra B12, I think, yeah. But yeah, that is what I take. If you are on a vegan diet and you are looking to get into supplements, I would also recommend you check out calcium and omega-3 and 6 and maybe some iron, but I'll talk about that later. So one of the things that I hear a lot is that the vegan diet is probably not a very healthy one if you have to add supplements to get all your nutrients. I kind of get where they're coming from, but on the other hand, there are a couple of things that I also consider in this. First of all, I rather take supplements to be sure that I get all my nutrients than that I have to eat or drink anything that comes off or out of an animal, because that just disgusts me. I just think the thought, I don't know, I know that it's normalized and everything, but to me it is just so gross. And aside from the animal abuse and all that, the animal cruelty, it's just gross to me. And I also kind of wanted to talk about the animal nutrients, or the nutrients that you get from animal products, and why I choose the vegan diet and supplements over the animal sources. So vitamin B12, it is the one that you hear the most about, is the #1 recommended supplement you take not only as a vegan or vegetarian, but in a whole, because where non-vegans get their B12 from is meat and I think milk, but let's just focus on the meat right now. Like cow's flesh, I think what's called beef. Cows only get the vitamin B12 because they eat grass, and it's the B12 is somewhere in the dirt, like somewhere there, and that's the only reason that cows even get vitamin B12. But because the meat industry is so huge, cows aren't always able to eat grass, so they don't even get the vitamin B12 themselves. So how do the cows get B12 so that you can get B12 by eating a cow? Well, they supplement the cows with B12. They get a little, what is it called? Injection with B12, so that the cow has B12, so then when you eat it, you can get the B12. Now, if I look at that, it is ridiculous. I much rather inject myself with B12 instead of having a cow, eating a cow that has been injected with B12. Which one seems more natural to you, right? And then about vitamin D. Most commonly, non-vegans get their vitamin D from fish. Now, vitamin D is naturally found in sea plants, like seaweed and that kind of algae, and that, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but that kind of thing. So yeah, fish eat those plants, and that's how the fish are so rich in vitamin D. But again, you're just eating the thing that eats the actual vitamin, and I don't know, it just does not make sense to me. So yeah, I'd rather take a supplement or eat something that is high in vitamin D than that I have to eat a fish that has eaten plants to get my vitamin D. And then we go to calcium. This is honestly the one that upset me the most, because I have been told my entire life that I have to drink milk to get my calcium. You know, like a glass of milk every day is healthy for you, for your bones, so you get strong bones. When the truth is the opposite. And this is the one that upset me the most when I was non-vegan and when I looked into veganism and the reasoning behind it all. Now, I am no scientist and I am not a nutritionist, so I'm just going to read something from the Save Our Bones website. So I'm just going to read this bit about calcium in cow's milk. Many scientific studies have shown an assortment of detrimental health effects directly linked to milk consumption. And the most surprising link is that not only do we barely absorb the calcium in cow's milk, especially if pasteurized, but to make matters worse, it actually increases calcium loss from the bones. What an irony this is. So yeah, when I saw the documentary Forks Over Knives and they explained this in a lot of detail, and like I said, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a nutritionist, I don't really get it all, but I kind of get the gist of it, that no, calcium from cow's milk is not good for your bones, and it is just insane that we've always, I know I'm not the only one who's been told that you need to drink cow's milk for strong bones. I know it's advertised worldwide, I think even. Here's how it happens. Like all animal protein, milk acidifies the body pH, which in turn triggers a biological correction. Calcium is an excellent acid neutralizer, and the biggest storage of calcium in the body is in the bones. So the very same calcium that our bones need to stay strong is utilized to neutralize the acidifying effect of milk. Once calcium is pulled out of the bones, it leaves the body via the urine, so that the surprising net result after this is an actual calcium deficit. Yeah, I know, if you hadn't heard this before, it is just mind-blowing. It is just crazy to think that drinking cow's milk is actually dangerous for your bone health. But again, enough about this, about the calcium in cow's milk. It is just too upsetting to even think about. So I'm gonna tell you where you can get your calcium on a vegan diet. You can find calcium in a vegan diet mostly, I rely on mostly in fortified plant milks like soy milk, almond milk. I know I've used hazelnut, or I've drank hazelnut milk, there's cashew milk, there's coconut milk. There's just calcium in a lot of those milks, as well as green vegetables like spinach, kale, rhubarb and broccoli. Those are the sources of calcium that I rely on. But I know not everyone can get these foods in a big enough amount that they can get enough calcium in. So if you are one of those people, definitely look into a calcium supplement. Now we're on to omega-3 and 6. It is about essential fatty acids, something like that. Listen, the omega fatty things, that is extremely complicated. I don't really get it. I just know that I don't want to get it from animals, so I'm gonna get it from plants. And omega-3 you can find in flax seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds and walnuts. And 6 just in your regular diet, like vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, seeds. You can get enough omega-6 from your regular diet. The only thing that you have to consider is that you don't get too much of omega-6 compared to omega-3s in your diet. The last two things that I wanted to talk about are iron and protein. I know iron is one for a lot of women that they really struggle with, whether they are vegan, vegetarian or neither. Iron deficiency runs or happens a lot with women because they get on a period and they lose a lot of blood, and iron has to do with the blood. So again, not a nutritionist, I just know that it has to do with that because I used to have an iron deficiency when I was about 14 or 15 years old. Again, you know, iron deficiency, any nutrient deficiency can happen to anyone on whatever diet you are. If you do not plan out your diet well, you can get, I think you're at a higher risk to get a deficiency because you're just not looking at what you're getting. In vegan foods, iron can be found in dried fruits, whole grains, nuts, green leafy vegetables, potatoes and seeds. And be sure that when you eat a lot of iron, because of the iron, also eat a lot of vitamin C. The body needs vitamin C to absorb the iron better. And the last one is protein. It is always a joke among vegans that we are dying of protein deficiency because we can't get enough protein in, when we all know that's bullshit. We can get our protein from, or at least I get my protein from legumes, mostly chickpeas, beans, lentils. I also get them from my soy products like tofu, tempeh, or soy milk. I drink that, or I use it in my smoothies a lot. Also from quinoa, pasta, seitan, and oats. I think there's protein in oats. So yeah, and besides that, there are a bunch of seeds and nuts and other grains that have a lot of protein in them that I'm not aware of. These are just the ones that I use. So yeah, I know protein isn't really a nutrient, it's more like a macronutrient, but I just thought I'd throw it in here for good measure, I guess. So yeah, I hope I didn't scare you too much about the supplements and such. But I just really think it's important to know what you're getting into when you go, not even a vegan diet or vegetarian diet, just in general to know where your nutrients come from, whether you're getting enough of them, and when you need to supplement if you aren't getting enough. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found the information useful. Please let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video. If you have any additional information that you'd like to share that I maybe missed. I probably missed a lot, but yeah, I just thought I'd keep this as brief and kind of clear to the regular person that, like me, isn't a scientist or nutritionist. If you are interested in a free 7-day vegan meal plan, please check out shevegan.com. I have one for you right there. I'd also love for you to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Lately I've been making more of these kind of videos where I just talk about the vegan lifestyle, things that we deal with, and what I ate today videos on Saturday. So if you like those, then definitely subscribe below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time.